podium cars. And of course, I don't have all the podium cars. I'm not that lucky. I have some of the more recent ones. I could be testing. Actually, yes, I may. I'm gonna test this one first, the Ubermont. But then I shall test this car, the Deluxo, and the Pegasi. Pegasi, of course, is this week's podium car, which is why I'm super excited about testing it. So let's go outside and test the first car. So the first thing you're probably going to notice is how I have not upgraded this car almost at all. Because I don't usually use this car. If I do, it's, well, I mean, it doesn't, I guess it has pretty average acceleration there. Once you start getting to it, it accelerates really fast, so I do kind of like how that works. Also, like, sometimes in GTA, me personally, I'll just go, hey, well, I'll just drive like a normal civilian-looking car. And, you know, this one is a pretty average-looking car, so if I ever wanted to spot realism on how I would actually drive in real life, and the kind of car I would drive, I'd just take out the Uber map. Of course, right now, I could go and upgrade it, especially get the neon lights, just so the lights look better. But I personally do not feel like doing that. I want to save the money for upgrading the new Pegasi. But right now, I think one thing I like about this car is not only how average it looks, in case I want to drive an average-looking car, but also its speed. It does not. Its look does not reflect the speed it has. It's actually a very fast car, very good car. And I personally like its look. It's one of the few podium cars that just looks regular, but still has that fast podium car feel. So yeah, me personally, I really like this car. Of course, I don't use it as much as I use the other cars. If I'm just in a solo session like I am now, maybe I'll drive around in this. Okay, it is worth noting, just because I say it's faster than it looks, it is not as fast as the other podium cars, not by a long shot. Okay, now we're gonna go into our garage and get to our other podium cars. So yeah, I personally really like that one. I would love to change its sticker, which I also like how it allows you to do that. And next up, we're going with the Ocelot Pariah. Now this was, I believe, one of the more recent podium cars, and it's the one I use. Probably this and the Deluxo are the ones I've been using pretty recently. This, the Deluxo I use if I'm going really far distance and don't want to take all the turns. I'll just fly the Deluxo. But this one I use if I just feel like driving around, because one of the biggest reasons I bought GTA was because I heard it had really good driving mechanics, and you know I love great driving games. So anyway, this has pretty good acceleration. The engine sounds really good, I gotta say. It's got really good control. Like, see, I'm spinning out a bit. I'm able to easily regain control of the car. A lot better than other vehicles. I also like its look in general. I think it looks like a very good kind of car. It's definitely something I would dream of buying. Yeah, it's got a really sleek look. It's actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. It has really good acceleration. Its top speed I do not personally know, but it is pretty fast, I gotta say. And again, I just love how it looks when you're driving around, the lights reflecting on it. It looks so cool, so sleek. It just looks like what you'd imagine if I told you to think of a sports car. This is definitely what I would think of. Yeah, so again, it's, probably not the fastest sports car in the game. Well, I know it's not the fastest sports car in the game, but it is fast. and we could go look at prices of these, but I'd save the prices for after we reviewed every car. I'll show you the prices in the store. And next in, we're going to look at our Deluxo. Okay, now this Deluxo is basically the car everyone in GTA pretty much wants. It's a really nice car. Now if we get in... Now if we get in, it has that old DeLorean feel, which is what I believe they were going for, because just like the DeLorean in the Back to the Future, it has an ability to hover and fly. The flying part I use a lot if I'm wanting to get to a certain part of the map really fast, like my motorcycle club or any of my businesses. I'll get into the Deluxo if they're pretty far away. Now it's I don't know. Yeah, one of the biggest parts about it is its ability to fly. It's one of the main reasons I use it, aside from I just like the looks of DeLoreans, and this was awful after. I think it's just like the Ocelot. It's got pretty good turning, pretty good control over the entire car in general. And I personally like this. If you have a bunker and a mobile transport, or mobile operations transport, you can upgrade this to have heat-seeking missiles and machine gun on it. Now, I am saving up for a bunker and for the arms dealing, and probably will get the mobile operations transport, but as of right now, I have neither, and so I do not have the heat-seeking missiles. Now, one of the things I do not like about this is if I'm just wanting to, like if I'm pretty high in the sky and I just wanting to stay there, it does not do that. It starts lowering. You're gonna have to keep your finger on the trigger to make it, so you can't really stay in place or stay at the same altitude unless you're at least slightly moving. But other than that, I think it's a great look. I think it is a great car in general, and it's just amazing to have. Now next is this week's podium car, which is the Pegasi. Specifically the Reaper, as it's in the bottom. It's a supercar, actually, which is something I thought was super cool. That was not intended. But this is in full honesty, this is my first time driving it. And okay, one thing I did mention the other ones is the inside. I really like the inside of this car. Just looking back, looking around, this is a super nice looking car, especially, yeah, like the yellow dials. Now, it looks great. I feel like there's not enough texture on the back as there probably could be, but on the sides and everywhere else, there's so much texture, and I love it. This is an amazing car. Now, as you can see, it's got pretty good acceleration, I'd say. Probably not as much as other cars, but again, its acceleration and top speed are great. It's a supercar after all, so you could probably go zooming around. This is what you'd see naturally higher level players have. But yeah, again, this is generally the car that you'd see pretty high level, high ranking players drive around. Because another thing I like about it is its look to be a Lamborghini. If you look at it, there's no mistaking it. This was made to model a Lamborghini. The front alone, the sides, every part about it just screams Lambo. Now, again, this is just my first time driving this, and I can already tell I am going to use this a lot. This might even replace my Ocelot, which is my previous car, for just speeding around if I felt like driving. Again, this car is just amazing. I honestly cannot find anything bad to say about it, aside from I wish there was just a bit more texture put on the back. Okay, and that was the video reviewing these cars, and I hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.